Hey there bears, I'm Strawberry Starbound. So, I'm not even gonna go into how I've been gone for a while, because y'all should expect that, but I am working on it. As y'all can see, I look a little, well, better, honestly, and a little more furry. And yes, I look lighter too, okay, whatever. Sin City was made, yeah. This video was gonna be about me fully dogging on Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and rewriting and redesigning it. But then I just started working on my own story, and I kind of forgot about it, so hopefully you stay. I know that's like the whole point of the clickbait, but you clicked it, bitch. Sit down, do your laundry, okay? I'm still gonna say some of my own critiques for the show, don't get me wrong, but this story is really gonna focus on my own creations. Also, I'm not even gonna lie, I've been having so much fun drawing and writing and just creating for this story and these characters that I haven't wanted to do anything else. In this video, I'm not gonna just talk about the characters, but also a language I created, cultural differences, and more. Now onto the video. Oh wait, shit. Attention all minors. I cannot control what you watch. The only thing I can do is give you warnings. There will be some kind of explicit concepts talked about, but it will not be in full detail. However, if you wouldn't feel comfortable with that, then I will 100% include timestamps, or even just for adults as well who don't have any comfort. Explicit topics will include things such as kinks, as well as sexual relationships, but obviously I'm not gonna fucking read smut in this video. Sign up, not this one. Sign up for my Patreon though. Also, yes, I know I'm in a new environment. Actually, it's not super comfortable up here. I think I'm gonna go sit back there real quick. Okay, now that I'm officially very comfortable on my little bed with this view, let's get into the video. Hey there, Editing Bear here. First of all, yes, I'm on the toilet. Okay, I cannot control that. But I just wanted to say, I don't really talk about, whatever it's called, Kobayashi Dragon Maid a lot. I don't. And it's because I did record a segment where I ranted about it, and it was almost 20 minutes long. And you know what? Don't want to deal with that right now. I don't want to edit that because it's long and I go off and it's just passionate. So yeah, I am sorry about that. Okay, that's all. Back to the video. So when I first started this video concept, I was going to fully remake all of Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Like, I was going to make my designs based off of all the character designs. I was going to make the character designs of my own completely based off of the ones from the show. There we go. But then I just didn't want to. To really get into the mood to draw the dragons and be attached to this idea, I designed Vili's dragon design first. Look at her. At first, I was gonna pressure myself into giving her those stereotypical small, kind of angry eyes, and everyone agreed I should have done those. But I wanted it to give the look of those really classic dragon paintings, kind of uncomfortable, but also like you can't look away. I actually designed their dragon forms first so that would affect how I do them as humans. I didn't want their designs to be plain, I wanted them to look bright and fun. So instead of giving her the tiny angry eyes, I made them huge. Now guys, look, I'm not against small eyes, okay? If you've seen me, you would know that. I just thought it would be very cool. And big eyes on dragons are just, as I said, so much cooler to me, and I think that vibe is just super badass. I wanted to keep the vibe of them being maids, but instead of that, they would be her workers. Whose workers? You'll know later. Unionize, queens, unionize! Oh, and by workers, it's for a cafe, but I'll get into it later. Then I started thinking about how all I knew was that I wanted this story to be set in a business building. Okay, well, that's a weird way to word it, but like a small business, something charming and mystical. Buildings with multiple floors and a lot of floral really attract me, so that's what I went with. Honestly, it's very like, kind of like, what's it called? New York core? New York core. I just had core at the end of any word. Dog core, you get what I'm saying. Like, core is the one part of like the English language, something we've developed in slang, that I 100% agree with, because it makes things make so much sense to me. Chair core. I'm like, whoa, I get it. Wood core. It's in my pants. in my pants is wood core. It's because I actually have like a huge ball of like actual wood.
I bet that shit actually hurts.
I'm a thief. I steal sticks and I shove them in my pants. I have a problem. Oh, I forgot where I was. Oh my gosh. Oh. But anyways, it sucked because when I drew this building, I apparently used so many AI images as like art reference because okay, I'm so embarrassed. I could not tell it was AI, and when I saw the words that were fucked up, I thought it was another language. And I was like, no, I'm just too dumb to know that this is another language. Maybe this is something in like, you know, so,
that's how they get you.
That is how they get you. And I was like, yeah, this doesn't make sense. But I'm a little slow, guys. But I was already like midway through the drawing and like drawing the building, so I was just like, fuck it. I tried my best. Another thing that really kicked my ass was the logo. I could not figure it out at all, and I was just so disappointed with myself because it was way too much, you know, like it wasn't simple enough, it didn't say enough, and it didn't attract me to that business. And if it did attract me to that business, it would attract a crowd that wouldn't be fitting for it because it doesn't mesh well with what the business is. If I had $1 for every time I said business, I'd have like $5. And I'm not even gonna lie, I was gonna give up and just like use a logo I hated, but I pulled my thong up and tried again.
Yeah, your thong.
Yes, my thong. And I find it far more charming and cute, honestly. Now, I'm gonna go off and describe each type of dragon that the characters are, because there are different dragon types. So, Villy isn't actually a dragon, she's a lindworm, indicated by her long, slender-like appearance. You may be thinking, isn't she a worm then? No, you're not. Shut up. No, you fool, because worms don't have the privilege of arms. Zavi is a wyvern, as her wings act as arms and her large frame. Sanya is not any type of dragon because I made her up. She's a dragon made out of poisonous air filled with vibrant colors. Rasha is actually the only by definition dragon. She has 2 front legs, 2 back legs, wings, and a tail. Each character, as I said previously, has human features based on their dragon forms. But before I go into full detail, let me give y'all some more context. Dragons can never have truly human forms, so they instead have owl house adjacent ears. They always have horns, if their dragon form has any. Their hair color will match their fur or scale color. Their irises match their dragon forms. Their tongues are the color of their fur or of their scales. And I think I've covered everything. Villy has huge eyes and a lot of bright colors. I gave her a dimple on the same side that her dragon has a type of snarl tooth, which I know I should have given her a snaggle tooth, but I literally did not think about it until this video, like, was already being written, and I just fucking refused because I already drew, you guys will see, I drew so much art. No, I can't, I'm sorry. So, Zavi has changed the most. She doesn't have this design anymore, but I'll still explain where I was coming from. I gave her slanted eyes like her dragon and sharper features like her nose and eyebrow shape. I wanted her hair to match her kind of sharp scales, but I changed that, I'm sorry. I had so much fun designing Sanya. I just love me. Fucking big ass eyebrows and her unique droopy eyes and those eyelashes. I think she's so cool. I love me a bad bitch with nice eyebrows and droopy sad eyes and bags under them.
I wonder why you're looking at me.
Because it's you. I learned this and I did, plug. I did a collab video with Gabby the Clown. Go check it out. We talked about our cartoon crushes and I discovered this in the video. But on to the next dragon. So Rasha's dragon design has evolved a lot, honestly, but in the first design, I didn't want to draw the dragon body anymore, so I just drew her head. I just gave up. I gave Rasha her big ol' eyes and her horns, and I just wanted her to have those super cute, like, twist tails, I guess? Oh, I just remembered what I forgot earlier. I had this amazing, in my opinion, unique idea, and that's to answer one question. But Straub, how do they transform into humans? What about their teeth? I am so happy you asked, dear viewer, for I have made a bomb-ass solution. Grills. That's right, fuckers. Grills. So, I won't go into the entire full, cultural history of grills because it's diverse and deep, and it goes into a lot. So, I'll just start with Johnny Dang. He is a well-renowned jeweler of teeth that, according to Vice, has been in this business longer than 18 years. Grills and gold teeth weren't originally for aesthetic purposes as they're seen now. They were to protect the tooth and keep it there, which was common in low-income communities. It's like those silver crowns dentists would put on your teeth if you didn't brush enough, and that you would eventually swallow and fear for your life. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I'm okay. In the 80s, however, they weren't just for protection, but for status. Rappers like Slick Rick and G-Rap would flaunt them. By the 90s, Flava Flav is given credit for making them rise in popularity. I think he's the one who made to the jewel shop, tell him, give me a grill. Okay, look, I'll put it in the description because I can't put it here and I can't sing it, okay? Because it just wouldn't sound right. One man that I didn't really see given his flowers enough, in my opinion, is Eddie Plain, a man who invented removable grills and opened up shop for them in the early 80s. He came up with the idea after a crispy fried cassava cracked his tooth, and instead of wanting a permanent reminder, he came up with removable grills. There are so many layers to the history, and I encourage y'all to research it because it is super cool. I would go into the depths of it if I could, but I really don't have the time. You see this fucking timestamp, okay? But now that I've talked about the history very vaguely, what even are they? Grills are usually gold, or even now, a variety of colors that are decorations for the teeth. They are caps that go over any amount of teeth you'd like, and to me they are so girly, so feminine, and if you disagree, too bad. Some more lore before I describe each of my characters' own grills. They all have incredibly crooked teeth, as the magic of them is strong, but not enough to fully morph their unique and honestly humongous teeth to human size in a comfortable way. Also, yes, their grills being on is how they turn human. They start out huge to fit into the dragon tooth and then shrink with a dragon as they go into their human form. Villy is very loud and fun, so I gave her grills that are very uneven and all over the place, like her, my girl. Rasha is a kid and loves bright colors, so I gave her grills with more whimsy, and I just made them, pop and super colorful. Zavi, her mother, is pretty simple. I mean, Rasha, her daughter, had to get that fun side from somewhere, so I gave Zavi colorful gems as well, like her and her daughter match. Sanya, Villy's sister, is pretty quiet and chill for the most part, but is always kind of ready for a fight. I gave her grills that are almost symmetrical, but with some differences or random gevs shoved in to show she's not fully predictable, to kind of throw off the balance. This is another example of why we gotta have more black characters in media. This is so fucking cool that I just put hints to their personalities in their grills. Come on, y'all. No more looking at their mouths, okay, fucking freaks. This is not a Girls Go Games fucking dentist thing, okay? Let's back up. Let's check out their official designs. Oh shit, wait, I forgot to talk about Kala. Her first design is only a little different from her current. She's mixed Mexican and Hawaiian. I wanted her to look like an adult, tired asshole, and she is, in fact, an old, tired asshole. I just wanted to point her out because she is the Kobayashi of this universe, if that makes sense, she's in that role. But she is nothing like her. Villy's current design, I feel, encapsulates her character a lot more. I wanted her to look like she'll walk into a room and she'll either say something incredibly odd or just be really loud. And I mean this in a positive way. I was inspired by those Disney red carpet looks, and I think I nailed it. I think she looks amazing. Zavi, oh my god, Zavi's design is so cute and sexy, oh my goodness. I changed her hair from the previous design because, simply put, I was struggling to draw it to a point where I just wasn't having fun, so I kept the vibe and changed it a little. Instead of making it sharp, because, that made her seem a little more intimidating, I instead made them kind of like braids that she puts up in those buns, because I think it kind of gives the same vibe, but it is a lot softer, because her first vibe just didn't fit her personality at all, which could have been funny and ironic, but I also just, as I said before, I could not fucking draw this. I was struggling like a motherfucker, guys, okay? She also has a lot of jewelry and loves to accessorize, but it's classy, okay? And not to the extent of being like Villy. I think she looks like a mother and pretty mature. Rasha, my baby, my sweet baby. Okay, so I created her to prove how fucking easy it is to create a little girl character, and look at that! Her ass isn't out! Not so fucking hard, is it, Kobayashi Dragon Maid? Okay? I also feel like with black girls, there is so much sexualization, as well as this force for them to grow faster than others due to their features, and I fucking hate that. I gave her full lips and the same features as any other black girl, and she's just that, a little girl. She acts her age and is just a fucking kid. I am so fucking sick and tired of people being like, oh, you dressed your daughter up too much, she looks too grown, I'm sorry that you associate black features with sexuality, but a little black girl having big lips and wearing tiny hoops does not make her sexualized, okay? It makes her a fucking kid, and you need to fucking reevaluate how you see black people if you think just a little girl existing is fucking sexual. It makes me so fucking mad. But anyways, I love her. She's my baby. I will protect her. Don't play with me. On to Sonya. So,
Oh, she gonna beat you.
exactly, I want to beat you. I don't have much to say about Sonya and how she's changed. She's still just a sleepy stud. She's pretty built, honestly. All of my characters, all dragons in their human forms are incredibly fucking strong because, come on, they're fucking dragons. They're used to carrying so much more. She also has a few moles on her face and a tattoo on her neck and arm that I'll talk about later. Her tattoos, though, are actually really fucking cool, I think, because they have a lot to do with dragons' history and their language and blah, 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 blah. I'll get to that later. I also changed her fucking outfit design last minute because I hated it, and I just thought it was super simple, and it didn't really feel like it was the same as the others. Her dragon form is different, you know, and she is different, and that's fine. But I made her different to the point where she just looked like a fucking basic human who like has crazy hair, and she didn't actually feel like she was a dragon as a person. Kala is more of a bad bitch, okay? And she's a bad bitch in her mid to late 30s, yo. Oh, I love her. I made her bun look better, and I gave her some piercings as well. I obviously kept her unique eyebrows and her fucking glasses. We need more characters with glasses, okay? She also has a gold necklace on, and this allows her to understand the dragons whenever they are in dragon form, or if they speak their native language, like their native tongue, it helps her understand. She's got long ass black stiletto nails on all the time, and in the beginning of the story, they're always black. However, you know, you guys know I love nails, telling stuff about characters. I was gonna tell you now, as she gets closer to the dragons, they start to develop designs and colors until eventually they're not actually even black anymore, and I love them. I wanted her to have kind of like an office siren vibe, so I gave her an unbuttoned shirt with a tank top underneath because since she's not really working as an accountant anymore, she doesn't care as much. Oh yeah, her first job is an accountant, and then stuff happens. Don't worry, I'll get to the story. But first... So I will talk about this drawing, but first I'll give some story context. Kala's aunt passed away, and in her will said that she will not only give Kala a great amount of money, but her high-rise apartment that she's been saving for her. This is great for Kala, as she, like an idiot, slept with the landlord Amina way too many times and tried to ghost her, leading to her being evicted. Even if she wasn't going to be evicted by Amina, word went around the apartment complex where she, lived, and Amina is very beloved, okay? She is such a kind person. She is the definition of what a landlord should be. So needless to say, everyone was pissed, and even if she wasn't kicked out by Amina, she pretty much would have been pushed out by the rest of the tenants. Especially because Kala is known for being the complete opposite of Amina. She's an asshole. But there is a catch to the aunt's will. Kala has only 2 months to turn her aunt's old business building into something new and bright, and it has to be based around one of Kala's creative passions. She's allowed to live in the high-rise for those 2 months, but if she hasn't started that business by then, she'll have to move out. Kala is naturally creative, but she has pushed that part of herself aside for a long time, and has been working as an accountant for a big company for a while. Her aunt always wanted Kala to do something that made her truly happy. She didn't expect her to have a well-paying job or take over her business. She just wanted her to take care of herself and to nourish that creative part of her. Kala goes to the building her aunt used to hold her business in and notices something weird about the interior. Years before passing, her aunt closed up shop, but it wasn't dusty inside. It looked lived in. She hears a loud thump upstairs. Strange. She goes up, holding her purse by the handle, ready to either throw or use it to attack. At the top of the stairs, all she sees is a bright tail? Or string, maybe. It disappears with a sway reminiscent of her childhood cat. She turns the corner and is overwhelmed by a bright array of colors, making her vision blurry and her breath tight until she eventually passes out. When she wakes up, that's when she meets the dragon girls. Sonya's dragon form, as is before, is made out of a poisonous gas.
I'm gonna sneeze. Sorry.
It's okay. Oh. Hiya.
There you go.
I have a fetish for sneezes.
Uh-huh.
What? I have to record. Think bunny?
Huh?
Oh.
No, I just didn't hear you.
I said I have a fetish for sneezes.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways. Sonya's dragon form is made out of a poisonous gas, but it is not fully lethal. It's just enough to make someone pass out. God damn it. But depending on, how much they take in, it could be lethal. Sonya went into her dragon form because the dragon the tail was attached to, the one that, Kala thought was string, was Rasha's. Kala and the dragons talk, and the dragons agree to help Kala discover her creative hobby, and she'll keep them fed, safe, and let her stay. You know, simple as that. The dragons are staying in the human realm rather than on their own dragon island one that's far away from humans, as they, I kid y'all the fuck not, lost their keys. Dragons are given one key to get their way back, their way back into the dragon realm, and when Rasha was born, she ate all of them. Another reason they can't, go right back is Rasha, after eating the fucking keys, could not transform back into her dragon form. Or when she does transform into her dragon form, it's not only short-lived, but it's random and incredibly rare. And they just didn't want to raise her in her human form at the dragon realm, as, you know, it's not very accessible for their human forms as they don't need to use them a lot. And she can't grow her wings in her human form. And okay, another reason that they do not want to go back and they can't is because, let me see if I can say this, because I've said this so many times and I just can't fucking talk. If Rasha is not even able to go into her dragon form on will, at will, that means she cannot develop her wings in her human form. And the dragon realm is not, built for the human form, so she would pretty much just be fucked. And it'd be a whole fucking Tarzan situation. Who even wants that? I watched that movie for the first time. I'm grateful to you, babe, because I actually liked it. Shut up. I bet you I still won't like Aladdin, though.
You probably won't, and that's totally fair.
Yeah.
What? Cause what?
Yo.
Me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, now, anyways, back on topic. So, okay. Now I did a lot of writing for this video just to kind of give you guys some perspective on the characters, and I don't know, flex my cock a little bit, my writing cock. I don't know why I said that. Can you flex it? Hey, no, don't. Can you flex it? Someone answer me. You got nothing to flex. Oh, you flexing that 1 centimeter? Booyah. Brakasha. According to Michelangelo, the guy who drew.
It's Booyakasha.
Brukakasha. Okay. But anyways, onto the serious writing. I feel weird switching the vibe because it's sad. Whatever. This is all from Kala's point of view, just to give some perspective on her character. Fuck. Old gum has attached itself to my heel, probably due to the summer heat. I reach to touch it and pull it off, turning my body in a dreadful position, my shirt feeling as if it'll burst and my back cracks like fire. I think I've grabbed it, but instead I graze it, and my finger has a lingering smell of gravel and... Hubba bubba? I groan and out of frustration ram my heel into a crack in the concrete, slowly pushing my leg down and twisting it, getting faster as my frustration grows, giving the impression I'm trying to start a flame or have a vendetta against a particular insect today. Ma'am, are you alright? An irritating sound pulls me out of my anger, saving my shoe in the process. It seems like it's a woman's voice, probably a lawyer due to the context, but she must be new. Her voice is shaky and unknowing, undetermined and small. I stop twisting my leg and fix my posture, though I take a moment to turn. Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. So much. My mouth hurts from my forced smile. I rub my tongue against my sharpest teeth to calm down. She reaches out her hand to shake mine, though I naturally cross my arms to hide my fingers, and I tap them against my upper arm, the tempo matching my frustration, the gum smell making me sick. She retracts her hand and scratches her chest as a way to avoid any awkwardness. The hubba bubba smell is nauseating. Kala, is it? She won't look at me and clears her throat. Plain lawyer, just as I thought. Though, she's not all plain. Her clothes are frumpy, sure, but the way they tighten around her chest and bunch up around her crotch at least lead my eyes to the good parts, even if they're subpar. Just Kala, thank you. Are you my aunt's lawyer? I was, yes. The woman looks down and bites her lip. I can tell she's uncomfortable. Well, that's to be expected given the situation, but she's the one who's supposed to think that about me, not the other way around. I'm so sorry for your loss. Ah, yeah, that. I wonder if I look the way she expected. I've cried, but I wonder if that's enough. My aunt was the only woman that really let me feel. She was old and covered in wrinkles full of life and love. Crow's feet created patterns reminiscent of wings around her eyes. I really believe that woman could fly if she wanted to. For years, she would call me every day and check on me, tell me about mundane things in her life, and I would just listen. When it was my turn to talk, she would extend the same kindness. I wish that woman was my mother, but I feel like it's meant to be that she wasn't. For if she was, I feel like the simple label change would rot me from the inside until the only part of me left is the clothes on my back. Telling others you've lost an aunt is so much easier than losing a mother. Even if she took that place, I refuse to attach that word to anybody again. My aunt was too good to be a mother, but more than just an aunt. She was everything. So, a lot of their relationships have changed compared to how they were written in the beginning, and to assist with my explanation, I'm going to show y'all the relationship charts I created. Ignore Amina, Sanaya, and Aknaya. They're later in the story. Well, kinda. Sanya and Vili are sisters, and she's very close with Rasha and Zavi. All of these charts are written on how the characters perceive the relationships, and because I'm lazy, I just made it so that like all their emotions for each other are how they perceive the relationship throughout the entire story. So if someone has hate as well as crushing, that's because they may have hated them in the beginning and then crushed on them later. I'll get to it. Sanya and Kala have romantic tension, and Sanya's just in love with Kala, like 100% open about it. Zavi loves and hates Kala. She thinks she's a bitch, but she sees the potential for being a better person. And in the end, they do become closer. Zavi is friends with Vili, but their relationship is very complicated. I will get into that later, y'all. Zavi is also Rasha's mom, as I said previously. They're not the same dragon species because the way I wrote it is that like the egg is kind of like a blind box. I just think that's more funny, honestly. Overall, Zavi, Sanya, Vili are all incredibly close, and that's gonna show for all of their relationship charts. On to Rasha. Look at my baby. She's just so tiny. She gets along with everybody. Vili? Oh, Vili, you dumbass. She doesn't have the complicated feelings like Zavi does, she's just in love with her. So by how they look, most would assume that Sanya is the younger sister, but no, Vili is like 10, well, more like over 100 years old, and is closer to Zavi's age. Vili has been in love with Zavi for hundreds of years and has been waiting for her patiently. She's not like those shitty like men in stories though. She didn't become her friend with the intention of dating. They became friends, she fell in love, confessed, and was let down. She hasn't lost those feelings though, but she doesn't make Zavi uncomfortable or push her boundaries. Kala, my favorite asshole. She loves and hates everybody. She's a fucking mess. With Sanya, she feels romantic as well as sexual attention, but she also feels like the relationship is just very complicated. Shut up! Anyways, my wife's making fun of me because I messed up. Okay. Anyways, so cute core. On to the drawing that I almost gave up on and restarted 5 times within a day, but eventually just calmed down and took a break from my iPad like my wife said to, and then I loved it. Okay, so before officially starting any full drawing for this, I drew mini versions of what I wanted, opened a new canvas, and then built upon it. I wanted to have a beach episode drawing, but then I just wasn't in the mood to like draw it, and since starting this video, I have like had this crippling like hand on my ass begging me. Like, wait, no, listen. It's not your hand. It's the hand of art. Art's hand was up my, not art from Challengers, but like if art was like, okay, so imagine art and like creativity. It's grabbing my ass and it's whispering in my ear so sweet and tenderly, draw the beach episode scene. But I can't because it's been months and I still haven't finished this fucking video. But oh my god, I saw this thing, okay, unrelated. I saw like comments on people talking about like art YouTubers and they hate ones that are super loud and obnoxious and always go off topic. And I'm like, is that why it took me so long to reach 5K? Because I'm so like, not like in a bad way, but what do you think?
I like that you're loud. I like that you go off topic. I don't know, it feels good.
Thank you. It feels good?
It feels good.
Thank you. Hey guys, comment. Do you feel good? Okay. Anyway. Okay, wait, fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, so anyways, I need to finish this video. For this video specifically, I really wanted to push myself with my art. You know, I didn't want to just draw characters in a fucking blank white space or, oh look, I made the background pink, how special am I? I wanted to draw them interacting and being actual characters so that y'all will care about them. You know, when I talk about them, I want you guys to be like, oh my god, you know? I wanted to feel like this could possibly feel like a real story, like it has a show or it has a comic. So I pushed myself to show their personalities, you know? So, okay, this drawing. In this drawing, Kala isn't included because all the dragon girls are doing this in her kitchen. The idea for this is that they're planning a surprise breakfast for Kala, but because they're dragons, they have no fucking idea what humans eat. At least not fully. As you guys can see, they understand the fundamentals, like they have eggs and stuff, but I'll get into it later. I wanted this to be shown by the fact that the kitchen- Fuck, alarms. Sorry, guys. I wanted this to be shown by the fact that the kitchen is a mess and there's random shit everywhere. Like how there's soy sauce, a bitten apple, an orange and wooden spoon in a bowl. There's egg yolks and eggs everywhere, and Zavi is cooking milk in a pot. Some more details. Sonia's pan is on fire, but it's not affecting her hair, as dragons are fully fireproof. My wife told me that not all dragons blow fire, but that blows- no, I'm sorry. However, I don't fucking care, because I already drew it. There's a phone on the counter, and Kala is texting, "Where are you? Please don't use my damn kitchen. Damn it." But she loves them. She loves them, guys, okay? It's okay. Raja is looking up egg yolk. Her shtick in this series is just, she eats anything. She eats literally anything. She ate the fucking keys, so that's why they can't get home and she hasn't shit them out. She eats clay. She eats eggs. She's tried to eat like anything, and that's the shtick. I just think it's really funny as someone who has known many people in her life that just put anything in their mouths.
I wonder who that could
It's
be.
you. Drywall.
What?
Drywall.
What?
Can I tell them you ate drywall?
You already did.
Good, because I wasn't planning to take out the video. I was just gonna go against you. No, I'm kidding. I would take it out because I love you. Everyone already knows, though.
Exactly. So it's like there's no point.
If you don't-
Everybody already knows my dark secret.
Instead of a face reveal, I would just like every year I'll reveal something new that you've eaten that has just truly disturbed me.
What else have I eaten? Never mind. I don't
You eat
wanna know.
pennies. That shows how poor you are. You only eat pennies. You couldn't even eat like a good dime or a quarter. You had to eat.
Actually, I was not I did not limit myself to like one type of coin.
What, you followed like 25 cents? You swallowed like 25 cents?
No, actually, I swallowed 10.
So you couldn't even swallow a fucking quarter. You couldn't even have like, or like a 50-cent piece? Why do you limit yourself?
I swallowed a dime.
Yes, but I'm saying, do you know how much a quarter is worth?
Yes,
How much?
I work with money.
Okay, how much? You're avoiding the question.
25 cents.
That is wrong.
What?
I'm kidding. Imagine if I didn't know. I was like, all the change I've given people at like my old retail jobs,
Completely wrong.
I've somehow stolen hundreds of thousands of dollars because I don't know change. And I've been giving people like fucking way more change than they deserve.
That's canon, guys. That's canon. That's a canon.
No, it's not.
Canon
I haven't
event.
stole money from businesses.
Canon event.
Shut. Whatever. Okay. But anyways, back to the. Sorry, I get off topic, guys. Sorry.
Shall we, princesses?
Don't princess. Hey, and princesses. Princes. And if you don't have a gender, then I'm sorry to tell you, you cannot be royalty. Just because of the fact I can't think of anything. Prince.
Let's see.
Like it doles out. Princes, princesses,
Emperor? No, because that's too high of an honor.
Can it be like Spanish?
Spanish?
Whereas like no, it can't be Spanish. That's gendered. Look, I don't speak Spanish.
I also don't speak Spanish.
That's the end of the sentence. Okay. Anyways, back to it. So, some more things in the drawing because I can't stay on topic. The cups that are around the drawing are ones that Kala was going to use for her business until she changed the design, because I thought it'd be funny if it was canon that the design I used and hated, Kala also drew and hated, and then she found a new one that she liked, because, I don't know, it's fun, I guess, and it makes me feel, you know, like, validated. Villy has a mug that says, "I love boobs." She also, Bush McGee over here! Damn, Bush McGee over here! Anyways, oh, there's also strawberry sauce, strawberry cereal, and, okay, this took me a long time, okay? It took me 24 hours and 1 minute. And over 14,000 strokes. I'll show you 14,000 strokes, procreate! Anyways, guys, what's your highest stroke? What's your highest stroke?
Speaking of stroke, are you having one?
Yes, 14,000 to be exact. Guys, what's your highest stroke? What's your highest stroke rate in Procreate? Oh my god, it rhymes. I'm fucking Dr. Seussing it up in this bitch.
How much do you guys stroke?
Procreate. Anyways, as I said previously. Oh, I got that.
You almost dropped that on the dog.
That looks really good, babe.
Baby. Thank you.
No, show me her drawing. It's really good. Okay, but anyways, okay, as I said previously, I almost gave up on this, okay? The coloring process was fucking kicking my ass, and I could not figure out the perspective, and I kept finding tiny things that I fucking hated, that, like, I just felt like I couldn't fix. But then I learned something important that day. Sometimes the drawing is not gonna be perfect, and you gotta accept it, and that doesn't mean it's bad. I know, that's like telling someone, hey, don't get ran over, but it doesn't feel as simple as I guess don't run people over, because sometimes you get run over and it's not even your fault for real. It's more like don't run people over. It's like, it feels like it's easy advice, but actually having to practice it is so hard. So just, guys, give yourself grace. I bit my tongue. Be nice to yourselves. And even if some things about this drawing aren't perfect, I am still so fucking happy with it. I mean, I think it's exactly what I wanted it to be. I'm proud of myself, and I think what really pulls it together is that window view, which I drew myself, and my mom didn't believe me and thought I imported a photo in. I think this drawing has heart, I think it's cozy, and I did my whole pussy in this.
Get your pussy out of the room.
No, it's stuck. It's like, the drawing's glue. So this one is also so fucking pretty, and the end result of it makes me so happy. The vibe I wanted was something magical, kind of like a children's book, but not because of all the cleavage. But anyways, I wanted the dragons to feel fun and free, and for there to be a lot of motion. I actually went back and added more detail, because even though I was happy with it, I thought of some ways to make it even more magical, and I just think it is so pretty. The clouds in the background were kind of a bitch to draw in color, but I think I kind of got it down in this art piece.
Pop your pussy again?
Baby, it's been popped. That shit hasn't come back together. Like, you know when like you like blow like a bubble like of gum and it just like is all over your face?
Yeah, that's your pussy right now.
I can't find the rest of it. It's like I lost the gum in the wind or something.
I can have you with that, like bloodhound.
Ew, what the fuck? I don't even know if I should keep this in. I'm keeping it in. I don't try enough with my editing to not keep it in. But yeah, so okay. There was this one fan art I did of all of my first, like my couple of other OCs.
Is it fan art if it's yours?
No, let me finish.
Sorry.
Let me finish. I drew my characters in a Steven Universe scene, and the way I drew clouds in that, oh my god, I have never been able to draw them like that again. And I just keep trying and I haven't, but that's fine. I just was really on one that day. Anyways, onto this drawing, because I still did good in this one.
Wait, but that doesn't really answer my question. Is
What?
it fan art?
I don't care. I love you. But stop asking these questions, okay? Stop it. The colors of the sky were very fun to figure out. And I think it's a combo that I've never really done before, but one I am very happy I used. Working on the story and all this art made me branch out creatively, not just with creature design, but also, as y'all will see, with animation, color, and character design. I still have so much to learn, I will always admit that, but I can still be proud of myself while acknowledging that I need to grow a little bit more. This bitch, I can't draw shoes, okay? So anybody who tells me that I have a foot fetish, I can't draw shoes.
Shoes have nothing to do with feet.
Anyways, story-wise, this part of the story is a big part of Kala's arc. This entire time in the story... The entire time in the story, she's been very sniffy and aloof from the... and very aloof from the group, with a few moments of tenderness and warmth. The sisters, Villy and Sonia, decide to take Kala out for a fly, because they can't drive? Well, whatever. They have a sort of how to train your dragon moment, and Kala is pretty much forced to feel the air around her, to take a break, and it really works. At first, of course, she's fucking horrified, as shown by, you know, the drawing, but after this, she definitely treats the dragons with more compassion. Oh my god. Burp's supposed to be foamy.
No, not particularly.
Oh, okay. Her relationship with Sonia develops a little bit more after this, and she really lets Sonia in. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, let's...
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
It's okay. She opens up to Sonia about her aunt and becomes a little more touchy. Here's some writing of the events leading up to it. Kala is stressed out about this whole thing with her aunt, and it's been about 2 weeks since she hasn't found her hobby or her great aspiration. Because obviously, like, she has to have this moment of like, I can't believe my aunt put this on me, blah, blah, blah. Because I do think the aunt is a kind woman, you know? I wrote her to be that way, and I wrote it so that Kala saw her aunt as this great woman. But putting the expectation of someone to do a very difficult task that takes other people years, you know, in 2 months is very shitty. Telling her, figure yourself out in 2 months, that's hard. That's fucking overwhelming. And I don't even know what I'd do if I was put in that position. I'd probably give up. So I wanted to write this to show, you know, Kala's angry and she's not gonna be like, oh, well, my aunt was amazing, so she, you know, even if I'm upset, she didn't mean to. Even if she didn't mean to, it makes her angry. And this is my scene of writing it. I'm sorry if my whole pussy doesn't go into like the voice acting.
Oh, can I help?
Why? Why the fuck would she do this to me? She knows how I feel. She knows that I gave up on this. She knew. She fucking knew. And now that she's gone, she gets to throw this on me. Fuck up my life. Give me this timer. And I can't even be mad. How could I? I don't know anything about myself anymore. I know that. I know that I hated working as an accountant. Of fucking course I hated it. But why does she think it's her place? Tell me what I am, who I am, who I'm supposed to be. That's not up to her at all. It barely feels like it's up to me. And since she's gone, I can't even fucking hate her. She knows I won't allow myself to even be upset with her. She was the stars to me, not the fucking world, but the stars. Every single one. And now if I feel pissed and I want to go to her and tell her how I feel, I have to go to her fucking gravestone and rant. I can't. I see her name and the dates, and it's like someone punched me in the throat and kicked me in there with her. She's gone, and she knows that I love her. She knows that I looked up to her. I devoted myself to being perfect, to being the perfect daughter. I stop. I hold my breath for a while and unball my fists, quickly, as if I'm dropping something, though the burden and feelings stay.
It seems like she was a mother to you.
Sonia doesn't touch me, but stands close enough so I know that she's there. She wasn't. I sigh again, trying to find a way to balance myself. I open my mouth and close it over and over again, letting out little breaths of air every time, as if it's being stolen from me. She was nothing like a mother. At least, nothing like the one I had. I lean closer to Sonia. I want to touch her. I rest my head on her shoulder and wrap my arms around her. She moves her hands up as if she'll hug me back. Don't touch me. Just, please, let me stay here.
Okay, whatever you need.
A few minutes go by, and I look up at Sonia. I grab her hand and hold it with both of mine. One interlocking fingers, and the other tracing her knuckles, and feeling her warmth radiate off of her hand onto mine. She looks down at me, curiously. I avoid her glance. Still willing to give me that ride? Sonia smirks and leans down so we're the same height.
Really?
I nod.
Well...
She looks around and sucks in through her teeth.
You can't ride me. Not right now. You'll fall through or be poisoned. But I know someone who would give you a great time.
Damn it. I lick my teeth and nod. Should have expected that. Fuck it. Everyone clap for my wife! Yeah! Thanks for doing it with me, wife.
You're welcome.
You feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's all. Now it's just the rest of the script. You'll have another part soon, I promise.
No, I saw the yellow and then I was trying to read and then I couldn't read, so I started looking at the words.
Don't worry, you'll come back soon. Because they have a part where they flirt. Oh. Okay, get back on the couch. Or you can stay here with me.
Yeah, I just want to stay here. I'm already on the floor.
Okay, I like when you're here with me. One thing I have to say about this writing is in the monologue where she's ranting and she's mad, when she's talking about her aunt, she says she's gone and she knows that I love her. She knows that I looked up to her. That the grammar's wrong on purpose because I wanted it to show that she says she's gone and she knows that I love her. To show, first of all, she still loves her, you know? She doesn't believe in saying, I loved her. She still loves her aunt. Whether she's dead, whether she's alive, she loves her. And that feeling of love that she has will never be in past tense. She refuses. And then when she says, knows that I looked up to her, that is kind of like her showing her anger with it, kind of, you know, where she's like, I love her, but I looked up to her, and her being put in this really shitty position is kind of changing her perspective a bit. And then obviously when she said to being the perfect daughter, it shows that she has this really fucking strained relationship with the concept of motherhood as well as daughterhood, I guess you could say. And she put that onto herself, you know. She, as I have made it obvious, refuses to see her on as a mother because of how her mother was, which actually I never go into depth into. You guys get to guess on how awful her mother was, but she still saw herself as a daughter. As much as she wants to say, my aunt wasn't my mom, that doesn't mean she didn't see herself as her daughter, if that makes any sense. I think it does. I think it's such a complex feeling, and I do love to write about womanhood and mothers and stuff like that. It's something that's very close to my heart, and something that it just makes me so passionate, and whenever I write about it, I just get like this fucking like weird tingle in my toes, and I hope it makes sense. I'm not saying like I'm so complex, but it is a complex feeling to refuse to see someone as a mother, you know, to treat someone like a mom because you fucking hate the label of motherhood, you think it's awful, but still seeing yourself as a daughter. And that was something that was really important to me, and something that I'll write and talk about more later. And now I'm just gonna talk a little bit about something more adultish. It's not too intense, but here's a timestamp if you don't want to deal with it. Kala is a sexual person, but she's not a touchy one. She yearns for physical touch as it's her love language, but also feels she doesn't deserve it, and uses sex as a way to have that closeness, even if it's short-lived. She's had a lot of struggles with this her entire life, and her aunt was the only person she really felt safe enough with to be physical. Hugs, being each other's bubble, things of that nature. Physical touch to Kala is never just sexual. It is intimate in all ways, including platonic, and it's a core part of who she is, just like her creativity, and she rarely lets this part of her be acknowledged. Huge part of Kala and her arcs is repression. Represses her feelings of creativity, her need, not just her desire, her fucking carnal need in like her gut to be like touched. And like, I wanted it to be important that she was very physical with her aunt, because being physical and physical intimacy does not always fucking mean sex, and that was something that was so important for me to like write for myself, because I feel like people, and even when I was writing this, I was like, oh, her being physical with her aunt is weird. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hugging someone all the time, cuddling with family members, stuff like that isn't fucking weird. And, you know, it's just something that's very important to me. And I'm not saying because like she was physically like her and her aunt, you know, had that physical intimacy of like touch it, of like hugs and stuff like that, that like that's why she's like sexual or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she's a sexual person. How do I say this? She is someone who needs physical touch so bad that she's kind of morphed it into sexuality so that she can have it even in ways that make her feel less vulnerable, if that makes sense. It's really fucked, and it makes no sense, but just because it doesn't make any sense doesn't mean it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I need a glass of water. But let me just talk about the drawing, okay? I tried to have a fun perspective with Sonia in front and only a little bit of her head visible. For Kala, because she is such an aloof, like never show her emotions type of person, drawing her with an exaggerated expression was really fucking fun. I wanted to add the detail of her holding onto her glasses because I feel like most people forget that glasses do be falling off, like all the time, especially if she's in this type of situation. I wanted everything to really, like, feel tied together, so I put the bright purple from the sky and the bright orange from Vili and Sonia into Kala's hair, because I think it really makes her pop. I put orange and purple in Vili's hair, as well as that yellow, to show like how vibrant the sky is, that it's just radiating off of all of them, because it's not just the colors that are radiating off of like the characters, it's this feeling. And I just love how colors will reflect on their surroundings, especially because it adds this mystical, magical feel to this drawing. I gave Kala pearls just because I really wanted to draw her jewelry flying around. I felt like this art piece needed that bit of movement. Some more things I added after I thought I was finished drawing this was some sparkles around Vili and a bunch of stars. There are some sparkles in the background, but to give them a glowy, distant effect. For the bigger, also unrelated, I typed Biggie instead of bigger, fucking Biggie, but yeah. So for the bigger sparkles, I added Gaussian blur, then duplicated the layer and put it on add so that it would be brighter, then merged them and toned down the brightness. I also added some dope ass tooth gems to Vili's dragon design. No reason, I just thought it'd be cool. Last details, I made the dragons kind of glow. It's not super obvious, but it makes the difference when I turn off the layer. And I added a bunch of lighting and colors from Billy's hair onto Kala's clothes, so that it, once again guys, made them look like they're glowing, and it's just to add the reflective color. Question of the video. Okay, let's take a little break. My fucking voice is dying. If you could have any mystical creature live in your home, which would it be? Or if you don't like that question, what's your favorite dessert? If you want, answer both if you're fucking cool and suave and yeah, whatever. I would love to have a best friend, like, dragon, honestly, and I fucking love custard buns. Ah! Custard buns! What about you, babe?
Honestly, I don't think I'd want, like, what's it called?
Mythical creature?
A mythical creature living with me.
I don't care.
A gnome. I think that'd be fun.
You live with 4 of them. Okay, a gnome. And what's your favorite dessert?
My favorite dessert? I can't say
No,
that.
baby, I'm the whole meal. Come, baby.
My favorite dessert.
For reference, I've been doing this joke where I just go to her in a deep voice and I go, call me, baby.
It's been constant all week. My favorite dessert? Shit, I don't know. Ah!
Oh my god, you're making the peak mic!
Peak mic? Like cheesecake. I like
You sound scared.
red velvet cake. I like cookies. I like ice cream.
My god, woman. Okay, we all get it. Okay. So, the big reveal finally happens. After Kala goes on that ride with Vili and Sanya, it hits her. She knows. After the events of her little cry session, she bakes. She's always baked as a way to calm herself down. Failed a test? Baked. Got dumped? Baked. When her aunt passed, she made enough to feed a whole neighborhood, and that's in fact what she had done. That's the one kind thing about her, the one thing that will crack a smile. Food. The connection, the smells, the tastes. It was safe, precise, but at the same time, she loved having a messy kitchen. She felt in control and powerful in a way that, for once, let her soul seem to settle, and every breath bloomed a new flower of life. But aside from her ratatouille ass, this sparks a lot of joy in her, and it shows. She isn't out of nowhere super nice and great, but she slowly starts to be more kind and patient. I'm gonna read some writing from Sanya's point of view, and then I'll talk about the recipes. It's been hours and Kala's still baking. I think she's so infatuating. She hasn't looked at me once, but I feel like she doesn't need to. I feel like her doing this right now with me is exactly what she wants, what she needs. Even if she was looking deep into my eyes and confessing any love she may have to me, it wouldn't feel even half as vulnerable as this. Her hair is up and messy. She's in what humans call pajamas, I think. The clothes are different from usual, less intimidating. I haven't looked away once. I can't. There's something about Kala that is so precise. Every mood feels like it's meant to be. Shutlavi. Unpredictable winds create beautiful patterns. While whisking in a bowl, Kala says something for the first time since she started baking. I've never really cared for most things. I don't like to exercise, to sing, play music, science, math. I didn't care for any of it. She whisks faster and then comes to a halt. As she talks, she moves her head with every word. But there's something about food that revives a budding warmth, like, through my body, I guess. It starts at, like, the tip of my toes, and as though it's as essential as blood, just, like, circulates through me in a weird poetic way. She shakes her head and puts the bowl down, layering an oil into a pan, covering the entire base. Each breath I take feels like it's glowing, and it's like she's still there. My aunt would cook a lot. Not just cooking, but baking, too. That's what made the difference. There was never a meal without a dessert behind it. And the best part is, I was always included. Whether I was putting in flour, cracking an egg, or whisking away, I was there. Kala smiles as she talks. Little lines develop around her eyes. I think she called them bird feet. For a moment, it seemed as though her words were right. Even though she isn't physically glowing and creating light, I've never seen a human look this way. I feel like if I were to go up to her, I'd feel the warmth of her glow. She taught me a lot, you know. My mom, when she was there, it made me appreciate cooking. Baking even more. The sweetness that lingered almost made things easier when my mom was home. But the smell would fade, and so would I, you know. It felt like. I would cook in specific clothes so the smell of desserts and even, I don't know, the feeling would stick to them. And I'd wear those whenever things were hard, I guess. My aunt would make anything I wanted. How sweet is that? I understand that humans laugh when happy, but I feel like this isn't due to happiness. Not fully. Beep beep. Whatever the fuck sound an oven makes, I don't know. The oven goes off and Kala puts on a muffin, grabbing it out. She takes it off and takes a cookie off of the pan, sliding it onto a plate. She walks over to me and sets it down, though she still hasn't looked at me once. Babe, come here. We're voice acting. Thank you for the ride. It really helped. I can't take my eyes off of her. Every single move she makes, I can't help but stay still and just stare. She finally looks up at me. And I'm supposed to let them cool down, but you were looking at me like you were starving. Here. She smiles and sets the plate down in front of me. My breathing feels weird. I feel hot. I never understood a thing about what humans call beauty, but I feel like she must be it.
Thank you, Kala.
She stares at me. Is this what it feels like to be watched? Is this how I made her feel? I don't understand this feeling. Like I should look away, but I can't. Like I want her to watch me, but for some reason that makes me feel shame. She grabs my hand and rubs my knuckles, something she does often. But it feels so different this time. She looks down at my hand, taking small glances at me.
Kalava?
Kalava? Have you really forgotten my name? You just said it a few seconds ago. She laughs at me, but doesn't let go of my hand.
No, it in my language, adding certain things to a name is like a sign of affiliation.
Affection?
Yes.
Huh. Colette turns my hand upside down and begins to rub my palm, making patterns with her nails. It tickles. She looks up to me and kisses my palm. So would I call you Sonyava?
Yeah. If you feel that way towards me, is there a way I what? Shit. Yes, if you feel that way towards me, is there a way I could say anything like this in your language?
I don't really know much about my other languages. Only little, simple things. Like te amo or aloha wau yaoi. Everyone clap for my wife again!
Yay, clap for my wife!
On to the recipes. So, Kala is mixed, Mexican and Hawaiian, and yes, as a mixed girly who doesn't feel connected to her cultures, I put that onto Kala as well. So, she created these recipes as a way to feel a little more connected to her cultures. I also wanted to make reference to this in the writing, where she says that she doesn't really know much about her other languages, only little simple things. Te amo or aloha wau ioi. Aloha wau, Aloha wau oi? Well, nonetheless, when she says only simple little things, I thought that was very important. I feel like being a mixed kid really isn't talked about enough unless, like, you're fucking white and black, and it's like, it's like the fucking usual slam poetry shit of, do I hold the whip or be whipped? What is my journey? Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm so sick of that being the only type of mixed kid representation we get. Like, there's so many cultures and so many different types of mixed kids. And I just want to see more of them. And I want to see more of them that are connected with their culture and grasp onto any part of it they can. Because I try to, especially because I'm fucking mixed with 4 fucking things, and they're all 25% of me, and I don't really look like any of them, or the ones I feel connected to I don't look like. It's really hard, and it makes you feel kind of fucking like lost. But back to recipes. Some more info. The entire menu is based on the dragons. Kala based each treat off of them. They also have their own flavor that she assigned to them as well, and each dish has a dragon fruit in it because, it's part of the whole, like, shtick or whatever. Whether it be a drizzle, cut up into it, or put into the batter, there's dragon fruit. I'll start with the concha. They're Mexican and they're a type of bread, kind of like brioche by their sweetness, people say, with a crunchier, like, crispy topping. I haven't had one in a while. Not gonna lie, I miss it. I want one so bad, but the closest place I have that sells them is fucking 7-Eleven, so no thank you. The concha is in a flame shape, and it's paired with a hot cocoa with a citrus whipped cream. This is based on Vili. Vili is, as I've said before, a mess and very loud and fun. Her flavor is citrus, as it matches her signature orange. The pink on the concha matches her outfit as well. Toro is Xavi's signature flavor, and the treat based on her is Toro ice cream with kololo bits, as well as pieces on the sides. So there's little bits in the ice cream. Kololo is a Hawaiian dish with taro and coconut water. Taro isn't super sweet, but it's also kind of nutty. It's so fucking good. And taro is a large factor in the kololo dessert, and it adds a really nice sweet flavor that mixes with the coconut water super well. The texture is chewy, I guess you'd say. On top there are strawberry wafer straws and a dragon fruit cut into a heart. I thought it would add a lot of charm. You know, instead of putting a cherry, I put a dragon fruit piece. And on the side are 2 little kololo pieces. Sanya's dessert is mango butter mochi, or mochi butter cake, another Hawaiian dessert. Mango is Sanya's flavor. It's described as gooey and chewy, but also light. For this dessert, Kala adds a dragon fruit puree on the bottom as well as the top, and she puts a stick in the middle so it's easy to grab. It's very simple, but still is hard. For Rasha, her flavor is coconut, and her treat is paletas, which is a Mexican popsicle, kinda. Like, it has cream, natural fruit, and things like that. It's honestly like a popsicle, but healthier and just fucking better and cooler and everything. So they're in the shape of a dragon head, and depending on how much dragon fruit that Kala wants to add, the color will vary. Coloring the food was different, I'll say. Like, I don't really draw food, but I think they look okay. And here's all the treats. I had a lot of fun with them, honestly. Instead of the usual intermission, I'm gonna try something new. I'll still do the usual intermissions for other videos, but for this one today, I'm gonna do something really positive. I want to point out some people in this community that have done some super cool things. First off, thank you Orange Juice Eye for drawing not just 1, not 2, not even 3, but 4 amazing art pieces of me. This fan art is like, it's not even just like pretty, but it also feels like me. Like, these outfits are fucking amazing. Someone sent me these fucking outfits. Like, dude, you made me feel so understood. And I really appreciate the obvious time, effort, and care that went into these. Thank you so much. Oh, also thanks for all the alpha ones. Thanks, Pookie. I love all the alpha drawings of me and my wife. They're good. Another person that I need to shout out is Banana Nazgo. This person always creates fan art for me. Like, they've made fucking animations for me, and I am so lucky to have community members that are so talented. Like, thank you so much. And they drew a fucking fan art of, like, my new Sona right after I posted, like, a snippet. And then Moosh, thank you so much for getting that fucking screenshot. You guys are so funny. And on the topic of Moosh, who's been here from the beginning, she also created an art piece of all of the Sonas in my Discord, just like saying welcome to the family, and it was so sweet. Like, you guys are so talented and cool. Thank you so much for everything you do and for putting any effort into even just saying hi on my server. And I want to shout out Gabby. I know she's pretty shy, but I've noticed her really coming out of her shell lately, and I'm not only proud of her, but so happy that I can really tell she's making friends with people, Moosh for example, on my Discord. Oh, and congrats to Zizi for turning 18 and witnessing the mess we are in the bear chat. One last shout out, Nada and Gabby, thank you for the amazing Strawberry Stab Iceberg stream idea. And Nida, thank you for sticking around to my channel and giving me a true nemesis. Fuck you, you're my nemesis. But yeah, dude, I promise I'll draw you that drawing for your graduation one of these days. I got busy, but I just wanted to let y'all know that I really do notice everything y'all do and put effort into the server. Oh, Chestnut, I know you were a lurker. I love your new Sona. That's right, I love your new Sona. I will add this segment in every single video because in this fucked up world, the least I could do is like bring a little bit of positivity. So I want the show or comic or whatever it would be to be kind of like a weekly skill where Kala tries to find out what's going to be her big business idea. And for this one, I drew pottery. I was going to do multiple, but then I got tired, so I didn't. Kala doesn't have any skills for it, okay? At all. She fucking sucks at pottery. Sonia asks how she's doing, which leads to her screaming and having Rasha light all of her shitty pottery stuff on fire. I wanted to have a lot of character work in this art piece. For example, in the top right, Zavi is asking Rasha, what's wrong with Chutnava? Okay, the little symbol, this one here, the chu, is the flame particle. So it's chu, like they sound kind of like a, like flame. And it's a Chutnava. And Nava, it means like, it's just like a term of endearance, like Chutnava, you know, like that. And she's just upset because she couldn't eat the clay because Rasha's a little fucking like trash can, and I love her. And the next to her is Vili. She saw a horse, thought they were fucking magical, had her own little like She-Ra moment, and is trying to make one out of clay. That doesn't go well though. She's shaking. And while Rasha is lighting the clay on fire, only the ones Kala made, of course, obviously, Zavi's encouraging her. Sonia thinks Kala is hot, and Vili is sad because she wanted to light them on fire. Also, I think it's funny how Kala will snap and any of the dragons will light something on fire for her. I want this to kind of be an idea of how the episode would go. I wouldn't want the show to be dark, but instead a day-by-day one, like Mayonaka Punch. I really don't have much else to say for this drawing. I just think it's charming. Now it's time for me to talk about all of the arcs and characters. Full content, full context now. Guys, how long is this fucking video? So, the characters I'm going to introduce now are Amina, Aknaya, and Sinaya. Amina is the landlord, Sinaya is Rasha's friend and crush from school, and Aknaya is the dragon queen. I'm going to go over the relationship chart to its full extent. So, let's go over Amina first. Sonia was gonna hate her at first, but I changed it to be complicated and friends. Sonia acknowledges that she doesn't like how Amina acts with Kala, and yes, it's due to jealousy, okay, let's be fucking for real. But later in the story, when everybody heals over it, Sonia discovers that she enjoys Amina's company as a friend. Kala's relationship with her is mixed with not great, hate, and complicated. So, full context. Kala and Amina slept together a few times, and Kala had no feelings attached, while Amina, in fact, was very attached. Like, she wanted to move in, and Kala was very avoidant. Like, during the activities, Kala wouldn't kiss or anything like that, okay? But she still made sure, obviously, to give Amina her aftercare, and then would leave once she was okay. It wasn't Amina's fault, though, like, because there were times when Kala would be more intimate than usual. She would play with Amina's hair, check in on her, send her food to her office, and little things like that. So, of course, Amina would think they had a chance for a relationship. Kala knew she was being an ass, okay? Sometimes she would treat Amina like a partner, and she had feelings for her. Even if they were small, sometimes Amina would make Kala's heart skip a beat, or she would sleep over or stay longer. But she couldn't stay committed to it. She held herself back from being affectionate all the way, or asking Amina to be her girlfriend. She never really hates Amina. It's more like a hatred on herself that she puts onto Amina and blames her for. Poor Amina just has so many feelings for Kala. I feel so bad for her. She hates her, but she's low-key in love with her, but she still feels like there's a lot of sexual tension, and she's a mess about it. I'll come back to Amina. Kala and Sonia's relationship is different than her relationship with Amina. Maybe it's because Kala met Sonia in her aunt's old shop, maybe it's because she's a dragon and that's cool to her. Kala doesn't know. But there's something about Sonia that brings her ease, that makes her calm and does not feel like a mess for once. The reason is that Sonia isn't one to push, and honestly, all dragons are blunt and honest about their emotions. Sonia tells Kala how she feels right off the bat and never puts pressure on her to be a certain way or to feel the same. That's just not common for them. Compared to Amina, she would always ask Kala what they are and ask if they could date or if Kala really likes her, which there's nothing wrong with and is valid. It just simply didn't work for Kala. She needs patience to understand herself and time to know if she really wants to be in a relationship. Okay, now back to Amina. Her and Aknaya have a lot of sexual chemistry. Aknaya has this feeling of ownership over everybody as she is literally the dragon queen. Forgot to say that, yeah, she's the dragon queen. And I feel like that could lead to an interesting but still needing to be healthy BDSM dynamic between Amina and her. Both of them have sexual and romantic tension. And Amina, sweet Amina, she falls in love so fast. This girl is the complete opposite of it, like, of a demi-romantic or demisexual. She falls in love just like that, okay? Aknaya is very possessive over Amina to an intense degree, but one that Amina absolutely loves. Amina doesn't have much of an arc, but she's still very special to me. She was the little girl that would dream of falling in love, that has a huge heart and is always happy to make someone smile, or at least try. Onto one of my favorite relationships, Sinaya and Rasha, my babies. Okay, so Sinaya is mixed with Mexican and Filipino because I love mixed kids, I've said this before. I wanted her to be a complete opposite to Rasha, a baby butch if you will. A basic t-shirt, jorts, and a beanie with little horns and very long hair. She has autism and her special interests is dragons, and the dragon I drew on her shirt, yes, is Vili's dragon on purpose. Just purple, because purple and pink lesbians are so cute. And okay, I want to make a story all about them too, and I might make a mini video about them and how they grew up and developed together. Like, if this was a show, they'd have a spinoff. If this was a comic, they'd have a spinoff. This is just, like, all about their love. They're opposites. And I think it's obvious in their silhouettes and colors and just the vibe. Sanaya in Filipino mythology is the deity of the ocean, or more like the fisherman's deity. Some fun context, she's described as having long flowy hair like seaweed and blue eyes like the ocean. The flowy hair, you know, Sanaya, my OC has, but fuck, I don't want to see any more Asians with those fucking blue orbs anymore. I don't, no. Stop it. I thought it would be cool to have this difference where one is the sea and one is the air. They're so different, but it works. Plus, I feel like little girls aren't really allowed to express themselves in the way Sanaya or Rasha do. My wife wasn't allowed to wear any masculine clothing, and that really affected her. And I've already talked about Rasha and how I just wanted to have like a little black girl character that's just able to be a kid, okay? And not just that, but hyper feminine too. Even though they're kids, they're in love, and yes, the relationship will last their entire lives because fuck, I love lesbians who grow up together.
Hey guys, Editing Bear here. I know the audio is ass. It's because my wife took my microphone with her to work accidentally. Don't ask how. Anyways, I forgot to mention, Sanaya is autistic. Her special interest is dragons. That is how her and Rasha become close. Rasha is also autistic as well as having ADHD. Also, if you see me post stuff about these characters and some things change, it's because I realized I didn't like the fact that I didn't add much diversity. By the way, Billy goes by all pronouns. That is a new thing. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Okay, sorry for the audio, Pookies.
Time for some fucking world building. We're almost at the end of this. I'm about to give y'all a bunch of information, not that much, about this made up language. So the written language is incredibly complex, as the language isn't meant to be written, as dragons don't really have hands. It's meant to be spoken and sang. It's a language that, you know, it develops and changes as it's spoken.
That reminds me of Skyrim, because in Skyrim, you know, dragons speak with shouts. And instead of, you know, writing, because their language isn't meant for humans, unless they decide to learn it, they scratch letters. Their letters are completely different. They're like scratch marks.
That's so interesting. I actually didn't know that. I didn't steal it, okay? Oh, and even when the dragons are in human forms, they don't really, you know, have their own... They don't understand writing. They just don't do it. You know, they may draw, but overall creating a written form of a language that has only been spoken and has evolved is very fucking hard. So, you know, when they finally open up to the human world and they you know, broaden their horizons and shit, and a human actually who was really invested in their culture tried to help them kind of create their own language, but it doesn't really work. But it's complicated. It works more for symbolism rather than like for names and tattoos in human form rather than, you know, writing. Like, you can't write sentences, but you can write words, and it's a whole thing. So Sanya's tattoo that she has on her arm is the first letter of each of her family's name. Z for Zavi, V for Vili, and then on. I just connected them in a fun way, and I was like, this looks good. That's all. The language is very flowy and focuses on fluidity, which, yes, it's kind of like, it doesn't make sense for dragons, but that's kind of the point where, like, they contradict them. It's contradicting. Sanya also has a tattoo on her neck, and it means devotion. It's a word she feels fully represents her. I wrote devotion in the language, and then I put a part of every single one of those letters into the symbol so that it's unique to her. So this symbol overall means devotion because it has a part of each of those things. You know, it takes a part and then becomes one thing. And now onto Aknaya. So her name looks like that on the relationship chart, as I wrote her name horizontally and then connected all the letters. This is to showcase her ownership and power. She is not only above her subjects, but she is one. She is whole, and anybody else is simply a part of her. That's why other dragons, you know, when their names are written, they will have spaces, but hers don't. But hers doesn't, because her name is whole. She is the embodiment of what it means to be whole, and no one else can be. And last but not least, in this one drawing that I am so happy with, Zavi is singing a song to Rasha, and I won't sing it, but the name is Rashaya Tionava. So the song name means, anyone's name, you were born to be completed. And the whole point and meaning of the song is that the singer, in this case Zavi, has a heart that is made to be rebuilt for Rasha, or the person who is being sang to. That no matter what, if Rasha's heart is broken, then Zavi will give her a piece of hers over and over and over again, because the love she has for her will rebuild her heart forever. Also, there are different particles for different things. So like when Sanya called Kalakalava, that va is a particle of romantic feelings. In this song, Zavi adds Ya to Rasha's name because that's a particle only used for a child. Sometimes Vili will call Sanya Sanyaya as a nickname because she's the little sister. What a long video! Okay, I'm so happy to make content again, y'all. I have fucking loved making this video. Even though it took me hours to record this, I had a great time. Thank you so much for fucking watching this video. I have amazing news. I have another video coming out in a fucking week. Okay, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's done. It's here. Shh, don't look at me like that. I haven't started the script yet, but it's gonna be like 10 minutes long. But yeah, I'm gonna try. Oh, and I have a collab video I'm in with Gabby the Clown coming out August 31st. I don't know why I said it like that. I can't read. I'm gonna work on smaller, less intense videos with the long ones, so I'm not always gone for months at a time. I also want to make a video of me just learning how to draw shoes. So, if you guys have any short, like, form video content ideas for me, please let me know, because I want short videos that are like 15 minutes long, you know, just so I'm not always gone all the fucking time. Yeah, thank you. Oh, and I'm gonna be posting a lot of this art, and I'm also gonna try posting reels and shit, so let's see how that goes. But thank you all so much for listening to my fucking rambles. Just, yeah, please like, subscribe, comment, all of that if you're interested, and if not, thanks for staying. Click the left video if you want to hate me for my art opinions, and click on the right if you want to watch a super old video of mine where I redesign the same characters as humans. I hope the rest of your video— what? I wrote video. I hope the rest of your day is fruity and fun. Bye!
Hi guys, thanks for listening to my live.
Hey there, Editing Bear here. Yes, hello, I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the toilet. Do you guys know how hard it is to fucking edit? Okay, this is the only place I have any silence, but nonetheless. I wanted to let you guys know, exciting news, I'm starting a Patreon. Now, it's not gonna be super fucking expensive. I'm not gonna be one of those YouTubers where it's like $10, $15, $20 tiers, no. Okay, first of all, a bitch just can't afford that. Second of all, that's not really fair to anyone. I am human, I do have a job. However, that job does not want to pay the bills right now. So I am gonna open up a Patreon, and I know, I don't post content very regularly, so it may, you know, give you some doubts, and that is 100% valid and okay. But to make up for this, I do already have either a video or two videos. One video out for sure, and then another video is either going to be in the works or it's already finished on the website right now. This will really help me, and it will be a humongous motivator for me to continue making content. I feel like one reason that I just haven't been is because I can't really sustain, you know, I can't make a living off of this. I can't sustain myself, especially because I have so many people I live with and there's so much going on, and I know it's hard out here. So please do not feel like you have to give me your money or do this, but I did make them only $2 and $5 tiers so that everyone feels, you know, obviously not everyone can afford this, but I do think it is more affordable than some of the tiers I've seen. Bless you. Overall, I have some fun stuff there. I hope you guys enjoy looking at it. Okay, now we're gonna do our outro, babe. We need to talk. We need to update them. I'm so tired. A coworker I hate got fired, and I'm really happy.
He was a butt muncher.
He told me about his piercings. He made me incredibly uncomfortable, so I'm happy he's gone. He actually quit like a little pussy bitch. He couldn't even just whatever. Babe. Oh, guys, my weenus has like a boner right now. It's really weird. No, like my weenus, and it sounds weird, but like, you know, like the weenus, mine is swollen.
That's part of the elbow. For those of you who don't know, the weenus is part of the elbow, not
it's
the genitalia area.
It's the flap of skin on your elbow. Mine is like not only hard, but it's swollen and it's hot. I think I got bit by something or I'm dying. I don't really care.
Dying.
Okay, I work tomorrow. It's okay.
My poor baby. I be talking to her tummy, y'all, and it makes her want my babies.
Shut the fuck up. That's no one's business. That's no one's business.
But it's true.
Shut up.
Okay.
No, I love you.
I love you too.
So, shut up. I farted.
You always do. Oh, there it goes.
So, guys, have you guys been? Yeah. Yeah, wow. I'm sorry. Guys, do you hear that my voice is, like, gone? Okay, babe, let's sing.
What are you sing?
Oh, sinner song. Wait. But I lied to you. Fuck. Pale, pale moon. Pale, pale moon. Pale, pale moon. Pale, pale moon.
Did you fart again?
No.
You're lying to me.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Ah!
Sorry.
Ow!
Sorry.
You hitted me. Guys.
I wanna sing.
She hits me. Abuse is happening behind closed doors.
Hey, that's my joke. Guys, if you're suffering abuse, don't. I'm kidding, obviously. I just don't want to. Oh, babe, I'm taking a lift to work tomorrow.
I know.
I get to work at 12 to 5.
Oh, cool.
So I'll take a lift at like 11.
Awesome, and you don't have to go to bed super early.
Yeah, oh, you're right.
And you can be up with me.
Well, how late?
Not late.
When do you plan to go to bed? We should watch Sinners again.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn it on after this.
Yeah?
But
wait, I want to finish the Reddit videos on Smosh.
Okay. We'll turn that on too. I'm watching GTA Theory and Iceberg videos.
Oh really? How's that?
I like it.
Is it about the 5th game?
No, it's actually about so the one I'm watching right now is GTA. It's about like the ocean of GTA, but not just the 5th game. But all of the games.
But they kill you in the other games.
What?
You can't swim.
No, you can't swim in GTA Vice City and 3. I don't know about the side story ones like Vice City Stories or Liberty City Stories, but you can swim in 4 and you can swim in San Andreas and you can swim in 5. It's just in the 4th game you can't like go under the water or anything, so there aren't many mysteries. But there is a thing where people thought that I think it was a shark or a whale was in one of the ponds in GTA 4. Not a pond, but like a lake, you know, that's in like a that's like in the middle of the of like the Central Park area, because Liberty City, you know, is based off of
I know,
of New York.
You have to tell me because I knew apparently. What if every time someone said you know and they just ended the sentence? It's like, you know that thing.
That's how a lot of conversations go.
No, because they're like, you know that one time, and they just like they leave. Because it's like, you know that one time? Oh, now I do. Thanks. Mm-hmm. Or like you say, you know that one thing, and then like you're filled with knowledge. You know that one thing? Oh my gosh, yes, Cockblock. The 2014 film with John Cena, when he put beer in his ass.
I have not seen Cockblock.
He puts beer in his ass. He didn't have a stunt double. He really just put beer in his ass. They didn't even ask him to do that. He put beer in his ass. It's for the love of the game or for the love of men. Okay, this is 5 minutes long. I think we've got enough.
Yeah.
That's cool. There was a pond, and there was a shark in the pond. Oh, a whale.
No, there's a lake, and there's like a whale or a shark in the lake, but it was a myth. It was like a myth.
Losers. Okay, well, thanks for staying. Fun fact. Ooh, let's do a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact. Wait, I don't know.
Fun.
Oh. We're stupid.
I almost died.
Don't die.
The beans and meat in my burrito bowl almost came out of my nose.
She had a burrito bowl.
I don't.
She had a burrito bowl, And for dinner, I had cereal, and then with the cereal, okay, taco bowl, burrito bowl, who fucking cares? There's no tortilla.
No, I mean,
no.
No, I was just
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was just saying that because I said burrito bowl, but it's not really a burrito bowl because I didn't put cheese in it.
Okay,
And there's
but
meat.
tacos have cheese and meat, and burritos have meat.
Okay, but
But what?
I don't know, actually.
The fuck you think a quesadilla is? Just the soup?
What?
I need to end this video now.
Yeah, okay, bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Villy has. I hope that AC isn't heard in the background. Has been to shows he's slept with the landlord, but it is not lethal enough to make. But it's not lethal. Oh my gosh. Sonya's dragon form is made out of a poisonous gas, but not lethal. But like it's not. Fuck. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Really?
Say more flirty. Okay, so you're saying well isn't like. So pretty much you say well like this.
Like a.
Yes. For the bigger, also unrelated. For the bigger. Oh. Oh my god. For the.
Thank you, Kala.
Say more like you're like. Imagine like was all up on you, like you were like tension.
Okay.
But I also just trauma dumped you. Wait, this is your line, but I'm gonna pretend I'm. Okay, wait. Okay, give me your hand. Okay. Okay, I'm doing what it does
Okay.
because I want you to be like embarrassed.